Portugal 3, Ghana 2. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? We are here to bring you what we call the match reaction as Portugal has won its opening group match against a side which goes by the names of Ghana. Ghana really had lots of things to do in this game of football, but they really went ahead to get the tactics wrong, and that goes back to the manager. I believe next time it is a lesson to the manager of Ghana that when you are going all out to do the needful and really play the game of football, do like what Canada did, lose respectively. He decided to go on and really open up the game towards he decided to go on and really open up the game after conceding the goal. That's what the manager of Ghana really got wrong. I believe he got that wrong 100%. He has good quality players, the likes of Kudos. He has Lamptey starting on the bench. I believe all the Ayub brothers have to be on the field of play to come on and really give you what we call stretching that back four of Portugal, and he runs a lot more than the elder brother, that is Jordan Ayew. I believe those are mistakes that he really made that he needs to go out and rectify next time when they are playing. I think they're going to be playing Japan into that group. So I believe it has been really bad for a side which goes by the names of Ghana to lose a game like this, having really conceded the first goal through a penalty that was scored by Cristiano Ronaldo, and that minute happened. Let me be exact here. Ronaldo scored in the 65th minute. Then after 8 minutes, Andre Ayew leveled the game. Then after 5 minutes, João Felix gave Portugal a lead, and obviously Rafael Leao scored another one to make it 3-1 for Portugal. And obviously Osman Bokari came on the 89th minute and re-leveled the game. And obviously, they never really put up the resistance that was required to go on and really help them win this game of football. But let's go into the top points that we need to go on and discuss in this game of football, because this is our African team that has scored the first goals into the World Cup. Remember, the first African team to play was Senegal. It was beaten by Netherlands 2-0. It never scored a goal. The other African team that played was Morocco. It drew 0-0. The other African team was Tunisia, also drew 0-0. Then Cameroon has been beaten today by Switzerland, 1-0. They didn't score. And this was the last African team to play today. Obviously, that was Ghana. And you're waiting to see whether they are going to go ahead and really score the first goal for this African team. And obviously, Ghana has gone ahead to score the first 2 goals for Africa into this tournament that never helped us to go on and really get a point. I support every African team, that's it. And I wish every African team well, because I know we are Africans. And obviously, Ghana has a very beautiful squad that can really go on and really terrorize any side in the World Cup. But the manager of Ghana needs to go on and really improve his tactics, because I believe if he had gone toe-to-toe with Portugal, he would have terrorized them. Reason being, the defense of Portugal is suspect. That's it. The defense of Portugal is suspect. And I think the only open chance they had got in the first half was this one. I think they got like 2, but this one of Ronaldo, when Bruno passed him into space, they had really marked very badly, and the right hand side of the central defense really had a lot of space, and Ronaldo stood in between the 2 defenders, and he got a touch, and the goalkeeper really did a very fantastic job to prevent this from happening. And that's how Ronaldo was denied from getting a goal for his Portuguese side. Obviously, that is Ronaldo being brought down by the goalkeeper after stopping him from really scoring a goal. But in the 62nd minute, especially this happened also during the first half, I remember, Ronaldo almost went on target and missed twice. And this is what I've been telling people all the time, that there is something wrong with Ronaldo that we don't know. Is he really burning out? I think he's drying out as far as the game of football is concerned, because when you look at how he comes in through to do these things of really scoring goals, he has gotten close to 3 or 4 chances, but he only scored a penalty. So I believe he's no longer the Ronaldo he used to be, and you see him was so much disappointed by then after missing out on those 2 chances in the first half, and that is Cristiano Ronaldo for you, going ahead to terrorize a team which goes by the names of Ghana. But Ghana really looked exciting. They really looked exciting. And today, it has all been about game management. When you level up against Portugal, do the needful. Sit back. After sitting back, because that has been your game plan, sit back and hit them on the break. That's it. I believe that taking off of Kudos was also a very bad mistake. I believe the best central attack midfielder that Ghana has is Kudos. Kudos really had a very beautiful game today because of that assist put him through. You get? I know he looked sloppy in the first half, but towards the 60th minute, he picked up and obviously he did the needful. And I will blame people who come out and really blame Kudos, because how do you expect Kudos to play better when he's not being fed in by the likes of Thomas Partey, who have been playing the midfield? You get? I believe it's something else that really made Kudos not perform in the first half. That was Thomas Partey not really getting him into play a lot. Connecting the midfield to the attack was the job of Thomas Partey, but that never will happen. And I believe it's better for the manager of Ghana to go out and really change his lineup again. Because when you look at his starting 11, he played with a back five. I believe it's bad to play with the back five. It's bad to play with the back five when I'm playing Portugal. Play with the back four. Obviously, get Thomas Partey, play in a double pivot with Abdul Samed, and obviously push Kudos to play as a central attacking midfielder, and then let Jordan Ayew Andre Ayew lead the line, and let the likes of Ayew do the needful. The other Ayew also be played into this game of football, because he covers a lot of ground. When you want to beat a team like Portugal, you must be having players who are really good at covering a ground that is really huge and large. So that is something that the manager of Ghana got wrong. But I believe he has 2 games to play against Japan and Uruguay. I believe he can go ahead and really register points that I can see him get out of this group. That's it. He can beat Japan. Not Japan, South Korea. He can beat South Korea, and he can as well beat Uruguay, if at all he plays an open game, because he has the players that can play an open game. But his problem is simple. He doesn't want to go on and really do the needful. And I believe that is what really costed them this game today. Now, in the 62nd minute, Ronaldo was brought down, a penalty that I really believe was soft. It looked like the ball was 50-50. They all had a touch on it. The referee really did the needful to give the penalty. And this is where I come out and say, where was the VAR? VAR was needed in this situation, but it was nowhere to be seen. VAR was nowhere to be seen in such a situation, and obviously it didn't check that goal. It didn't check it, and when they didn't check it, obviously I was so much perplexed and confused, because they needed to go on and really call the referee, because it was 50-50. It was not an obvious one to be given, but it was given, and Cristiano Ronaldo was brought down by Partey, and obviously he took it swiftly, and obviously the goalkeeper went the right side, but he couldn't really gate that flight of the ball well, because he misread it, and obviously Ronaldo went and did a sue into the corner flag and made it 1 for Portugal. But 8 minutes later, guess what happened? A man who goes by names of Jordan Ayew did the needful and did this, and tapped this ball into the back of the net to make it 1-1 for side which goes by the names of Ghana. And obviously Kudus was the one who really put in that assist that really led into that goal. So that's something that really happened in the game of football of Portugal versus Ghana in the 75th minute. That's when they really came out and really leveled the game and made it 1-1. Jordan Ayew playing his 110th cap for the Ghanaian national team, and he scored into that goal, obviously, and made it 1-1. But obviously, minutes later, it never really went well for Ghana, because Bruno Fernandes laid into a very good ball to find João Felix, and João Felix had the following to do, and he precisely went in for finish that really dinked the ball over the goalkeeper, and obviously he saw it go into the goal of a team which goes by the names of Portugal. Now, Bruno Fernandes was responsible for this. He really released him very well, and he lifted the ball over Atizigi as he advances down inside left of the Ghana penalty area, and João Felix made it 2-1 for side which goes by names of Ghana. But then look at this. It shows you that the defensive discipline of Ghana needs to improve. If you are playing a team like Portugal, when you know that they are really fast, and obviously they are a team that have players that are really good on the ball, technically gifted players, you have to play compact. Leave them to utilize the wide areas, and you be having lots of numbers in your defense. When you look at how this goal came in through, it shows you how bad this team is at marking these players in the 18 yards box area of Ghana. Secondly, when you look at the midfield area, it was so empty. It was very empty to an extent that Bruno Fernandes had all the time to find out a pass of this lad who goes by the names of João Felix, and João Felix really lifted the ball over the goalkeeper to make it 2-1 for Ghana. So lots of things that this Ghanaian manager has to go on and be do. Or is it his naivety? He's coming to the World Cup for the very first time as the top manager for Ghana, and kudos to all African teams that they're all having African coaches. That's really great to see to it that we are appreciating talent that is coming in from Africa. But I believe the compactness was lacking in the midfield, because you can tell me that a defense like that had 5 defenders could see a pass like that go through them. You're having a midfield of 3. Where was it? And where were these other wide players? So I believe the coach of Ghana really has a lot of homework to do, if at all he's to see this African team get back to where they're supposed to be. I believe if you watch the game of Canada versus Belgium that ended 1-0, you saw that Ghana has better players than Canada, but the self-belief of the manager of Canada, he told his players, go out and express yourself as you can. Do the needful, play that wide expression football, and that's what should be going on to do. And obviously, that's what they did. However much they lost, but they lost respectively. If I'm the Ghana manager next time, I go all out and open up. If at all they opened up from the first minute, I believe they would have gone ahead to create a threat for Portugal, because the defense of Portugal is bad. I think the only strong player they're having is Ruben Diaz. But Diallo guy who plays alongside Ruben Diaz is also a calamity. You get his calamities. And obviously, you saw each and every time Ghana went close to the defense of Portugal, it was vulnerable. They were breaking it down, and that is what they need to capitalize on. Their effort is so much into the final third, and they are not like Canada. For Canada, they have good players, but the decisions they make in the final third are really outrageous. But for Ghana, I believe they're having better players who can make decisions in the final third that can help Ghana win games, like Muhammad Kudus. You are having Thomas Partey. I believe they can come on and redo the needful. The likes of Jordan Ayew, they can come in and redo the needful in this game of football. But I believe the manager of Ghana needs to get this right again. Portugal never deserved the respect they gave it, because even when they sat back, Portugal was not threatening. What does a very good manager know? He just knows that, all right, let me shift from a 5-3-2 to what we call a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. I use Thomas Partey in a single pivot because I'm 100% believe that Thomas Partey is one of the best single pivot players who would have gone ahead to give Ghana the best they deserve in this game of football, and he would easily boss Ruben Neves from that midfield area. But obviously, the manager was really so pragmatic to an extent that he thought that playing a deep line would help him. The low block never helped him, and he conceded 3 goals. So what's the importance of playing a low block and conceding 3 goals? I think it's better to go on and really play expansive football, concede 3 goals when you're knowing that, oh, they were open. But you close down and you concede 3 goals. That's very bad, because Bruno went ahead to even release Rafael Leao to make it 3-1 for a team which goes by the names of Portugal. So to me, Bruno Fernandes really did a very wonderful job, and obviously Cristiano Ronaldo had this. And this really left me in wonder. How can a man like Ronaldo jump more than these defenders? You get? Look the distance. I know Ronaldo is one of the best headers of the ball, but if you're a defender, this is one of the specialities that you must be looking at game in, game out. But look at what Ronaldo did to them. He really jumped high, passed them, and obviously almost scored against Ghana. So lots of things the manager of Ghana needs to get right, but I think he can get them right as soon as possible. The earlier, the better. I think it's better for him to go into that game of football. I think they're going to play South Korea next, open up, and obviously you can beat South Korea and really give Africa the happiness that we deserve. I believe they can get a result against South Korea and they can shock Uruguay again, having shocked them in the World Cup of 2010 when Suarez just denied them a goal as he really got it off the line using his hand and the penalty went over the bar. Now, let's go to the stats. Portugal had 11 shots, Ghana had 9, 5 shots on target. 5 shots were on target for Portugal and 3 on target for Ghana. 62% ball possession, 38 ball possession for a team which goes by the names of Ghana. 623 passes completed by Portugal. Ghana had 389. I believe they would have done better if at all the manager really decided to play expansive. 88% passing accuracy and 81% passing accuracy for Ghana. 14 fouls committed by Portugal and 19 committed by Ghana. 2 yellow cards to Portugal and 4 to Ghana. 0 red cards to both sides. 1 offside to both sides. 3 corners to both sides. And this is how the table is really looking like of a team which goes by names of Ghana, where Portugal, Uruguay, and Ghana are. Portugal leading the table, 3 points got against Ghana. Then we are having South Korea, second with 1 point, Uruguay, third with 1 point, and Ghana has lost its first game and they're having 0 points. But the draw that happened between South Korea and Uruguay plays Ghana back into the equation, provided they go ahead and really beat South Korea in their next group stage game. So that's it that we had for you here on the Rokani Media Football. But my man of the match is Bruno Fernandes. Creating 2 assists into this game of football is not something easy for him, and I believe he has earned all the right to come in through and really be the man to be talked about into this game of football of Ghana versus Portugal. And I believe Brazil has also got its lineup out. And if at all you've not watched it, the lineup is already outside there. Brazil has the following players. Let me get you that lineup before I really sign out. Let me really get you the lineup. But Casemiro has started. Richarlison is leading the line. Which other players started that I know? Marquinhos. Let me show it in the screen. This is the starting 11 of a team which goes by names of Brazil. That is the starting 11 of a team which goes by names of Brazil. Alisson in goal. Danilo right back. Alexandro left back. Marquinhos playing on the right side of the central defense. Thiago Silva playing on the left side of the central defense. Casemiro and Paqueta playing in a double pivot. Neymar playing as a central attack midfielder. And Rafinha playing as a right attacking midfielder. Vinicius Jr. playing as a left attack midfielder, with Richarlison leading the line for a side which goes by the names of Brazil. And when you look at the substitutes, they're having Wellington, Dani Alves, Militao, Fabinho, Alex Telles, Freddy, Bruno Guimaraes, Gabriel Jesus, Anthony Santos, Rodrigo. They're having Ribeiro, Ederson, Bremer. There is Pedro and obviously Gabriel Martinelli. So that's what they have into their starting 11. And obviously they are going to play. Brazil is coming out to play today against Serbia. And obviously, when you look at Serbia, they've gone ahead to name their starting 11 too. Serbia are having Mitrovic. You know him very well. He plays for Fulham. And obviously, he is really leading the line today. And obviously, that is the starting 11 of a team which goes by names of Serbia. They're having Mitrovic leading the line. They're having Milokovic Savic in there for you. Dusan Tadic is also playing in that game of football. So it's really going to be a very interesting game for us to watch. Not so. So thank you for watching. Smash the like button, comment and share. Rokan David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later as I return for that match reaction of Brazil and Serbia when that game is